This video is for functions. So first off, remember that in functions, the x value does not repeat. So if you see the same x twice, so here we've got 1, -3, 4, 6, 7, 8, -2, and then we've got a -1 again. So this one is not a function because that -1, or sorry, these are functions. Each of these is a separate function. Sorry, guys. And then the table is the same thing. The x values don't repeat, but it is okay for the y's to repeat. So you can see here that we've got 3, 4, 5, and 6 as our x's, and they all have a y value of 10. So that's okay. The y can repeat. And then with the mappings, each x should only have one arrow going away from it, and they can all go to the same y. That's fine. And then with the graphs, remember that you do the vertical line test. So you should be able to draw a vertical line anywhere on this graph, and it only touches one point. So over here where it's not functions, in this first function here, you can see the 3 repeats. So that's why that one is not a function. On the second one here, the 2 repeats. So that is why that one is not a function. Here, the 5 repeats. So that is why that one is not a function. Same thing with the tables. Here, the 3 repeats. And then in this table, the 4 repeats. Down here in the mappings, you can see here at number 5, it's got 2 arrows going to 2 different y's. And then in this mapping, both the 3 and the 7 have multiple arrows. And then with the graph, again, we have the vertical line test. And so, again, if you draw a vertical line, and I think it's this point here, you draw a vertical line, it's going to touch both of those points, and that's what makes that one not a function. And then the same thing here, if you draw a vertical line, it's touching multiple times on that graph. So on the inside of this is a maze for functions and not a function. So you're going to start here, and so we've got a graph, so we're going to do the vertical line test. And so I can tell right here that that's going to go through 2 points. So that first graph is not a function. And then if we go down to this table, we check all of our x's. So none of my x's repeat. So that one is a function. Then we've got ordered pairs here. So if we look here at our ordered pairs, we have a half, 3/4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None of my x's repeat. So that one is a function. Now we've got a mapping. And if you look here at 7, it's got 2 arrows going to 2 different y's. So that one is not a function. And then down here at the table, again, we check our x's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. None of my x's repeat. And remember, it is okay for the y's to repeat. So that one is a function. And then this graph, again, if you do the vertical line test, you can see it touches the graph in 2 places. So that one is not a function. And then now we have ordered pairs again. So we've got -1, 0, 1, 3, 4, and 5. So none of my x's repeat. So that one is a function. I've got another graph here, and no matter where I draw on the graph a vertical line, it's only going to touch the graph one time. So that one is a function. And then here I've got a table, and here my 1's repeat. So this one is not a function. And then this final mapping, you can see that all the x's only have one arrow going away from them. So that final one is a function. So that's it for this video.